Welcome back to Sonic 06, part 52, and in this part, we finally figure out how the fuck to get forward. Forward. Forward.
So yes, this Scepter of Darkness is literally made of chaos energy and prayers.
It's made of purple cotton candy and sugar.
Wait. Yeah, that's a very infamous part of this game. He fucked up the line, then they reset it, and they kept the fuck up in.
They even extended the duration of the dialogue box so that you could hear both his failed take and the good take. That is really fucking funny.
So yeah, you got to do Wave Ocean and Dusty Desert yet. Okay.
Yeah, and for those of us who are just joining us from part 51, I forgot to put in the end of that mission I was doing, so we won't be seeing the end of Sabrina's little shopping spree. I apologize.
It's fine, she was a bratty bitch anyway.
She was a bratty fucking bitch, and her daddy spoiled her.
Wasn't it Lord Regis that that played the guessing game with Sonic earlier on?
The guessing game?
Yeah.
Oh, what, who's the captain?
Yeah, who's the captain?
Yes, because you need the captain's permission in order to enter the desert. Because Dusty Desert is Sonic's second level. Or actually...
Yeah, so fuck Lord Regis too.
Actually, now that I realize it, Shadow's 9th and 10th levels are Sonic's 1st and 2nd levels, respectively.
Which is fine, honestly.
Kinda weird. I mean, it's not...
You keep missing the silver medals. I know they don't do anything, but you're going for them and not getting them.
But do I get the 1-up?
No, you don't even fly through the 1-up, dude. Jeez,
damn it.
This thing doesn't control that poorly.
It kind of does.
I mean, yes, it's very slow when it comes to changing direction, but you know, you've got plenty of time usually.
Yeah. Pillars. Almost fucking dying. Flying off into the distance for some reason.
There was clearly a story scene there that we didn't get to see.
I would love to know how... well, I would love to know the difference between position K30 and K31.
Wow, the explosion on Omega's air barrage lasts a long time.
Yeah, it lasts long enough to hit multiple times, actually. This is me trying to kill...
Infinite hover!
This is me trying to kill everybody before I land. I failed. So my biggest complaint with Omega, he controls pretty well, but his freaking laser cannon attack only goes downwards. So if you're at like eye level with the enemy or you're below him, you basically have to land before you can even attack him properly.
Mind you, the charged explosion does take down the red Iblisworms in a single shot, so...
There's that. No, let's worry about it. It's what, you know what, and just on the heels of that point that I just made are the flyers. The flyers really frustrate me with Omega's attack limitations.
Yeah, because if you got an arcing downward attack and it starts at flat and cannot arc upward at all,
you can't arc upward.
Flyers just eat you alive.
Yeah, because they're above me. They won. They got the high ground. It's time to forfeit. These guys, on the other hand, you know, kind of play
Apparently
fair.
Can't hit you while you're flying. Although they can as well. Yeah. Consistency be damned. This is Sonic 06.
Intimidation is probably their greatest weapon. Their second greatest weapon is the game's incompleteness. Causing you to just fall into holes in fucking coding and shit.
Checkpoint. Have you died multiple times?
Speaking of death... Not yet.
Oh. Because, it looks as though... it does not feel that we've been in this mission for 4 minutes already.
Well, we've been in this video for 5.
Yeah, but we spent more than the first minute, screwing around with the, oh right, the glider section counts as part of the mission.
Gliders
I am an idiot.
must die in a fire.
Can you shoot the dolphins? I'm asking for research purposes.
No, you cannot shoot the dolphins. The dolphins are not shootable targets.
Damn.
Now, would these things kindly leave my game? I am cereal. Excuse me.
You cannot be cereal. Cereal is a grain-based edible.
Yeah, if I'm rubber, you're glue.
It's okay, Cloud. You can hover all the way over there. It's fine.
You can, right? Wiggly dancing robot man would never let you down. Oh no.
Not to there.
I think what happened was I was adjusting my landing, but I turned around too far and I missed the platform.
Well, you weren't supposed to go on that platform anyway. That's a Sonic grinding rail. You were supposed to go into the bridge. Don't bother fighting the flyers here. They're already too high.
Yeah, I think at this point I figured I got wise to this game's stupidity. Why can't
I like how long the explosion lasts, but it's very dissonant, honestly. Because the explosion lasts so long that it actually has a hit charge after the spark effect is faded away.
When the projectile can successfully arc downwards, it's practically like a god weapon. It's homing and it does lots of damage. But when you're outmatched by height, you lose. There's nothing you can do.
Don't fight the flyers. Just run.
Just.
No, pass
okay,
Cloud.
snap your camera and then try again. Okay, good. We're learning. Can I get this thing? No. I don't even think Omega can possibly reach that one. Not even when the creature tries to dive bomb you. No. Because
he can. He just has to stand on the boxes first.
Give up, Omega. You cannot. Oh, I guess I did actually kill him. And I got a silver medal. Yay.
Boo.
At least they give me stuff for doing bullshit.
But it's not important stuff. It's not something that you as a player actually want during these segments, like additional lives.
We'll find Omega.
Sure, let's just warp to the other end of the level. Yep. All right, this is a somewhat infamous part of the game too. Shadow needs to go and find. I forget what actually he needs to go and find, and that's part of the problem here.
He's trying to find Mephiles.
I know he's trying to find Mephiles story-wise, but he's not gonna find Mephiles. His model does not show up here. Okay.
His model.
Matter of fact, the next time we see Mephiles, Omega's the one that found him.
Yes. And that's the scene that I had alluded to a couple parts ago. We're finally getting to that most glorious moment.
Thing is, I don't think Shadow actually needs to fight any of the enemies here. Yeah, he doesn't need to go into that cave.
The only times when any of these characters have to kill enemies are when the enemies are tied to like a switch or a spring or the goal ring. That's about it. Otherwise, this is just for the enemy score.
Yeah, and again, the ranking system doesn't matter anymore. Shadow already has all of his upgrades. He can now do Chaos Blast when he's in Kaioken 3.
Now, Shadow, I know you want to try using that stun ability that you only just figured out how to use because you had to look up a fucking guide video to get the goddamn candle sconces, but just use the same mid-air aerial that you've been doing this whole time. It's
honestly, no. When it comes to these bigger guys, it honestly looks like you you as a person, Cloud, actually perform better when you're doing the melee combos. Oh look, you're a Kaioken ×3.
Now, if only I knew how to use the abilities.
I think for Chaos Blast, it's just the air. You go into the air and you charge up the attack, and then it releases Chaos Blast when it's fully charged.
It has to fully charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that probably would be it then.
You see. Well, whereas your normal ground combo was actually taking down the purple golems, your air combo was not, because it doesn't land all the hits on it.
Yeah, no, you're right, because that guy had only just lost his last hit after he already hit me, because Shadow cannot do enough damage during the mid-air combo in order to take him out. However, I must stress the point that those purple golems are probably the only enemies in the whole game, besides the bosses, who can withstand that much damage and still survive.
Yeah, even the red golem, even the Iblis golems actually fall apart after the Shadow's aerial combo usually.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's because the red golems don't have as much health.
That's true. I'm a bit curious as to why the Mephiles golems actually have additional health. You would think that they would actually have less health but do more damage, but then again, our characters don't actually have a health meter, so they can't do that.
Well, unfortunately, because the story fails to elaborate on what the relationship is among these creatures, let's look at it as, like, I don't know, a Streets of Rage type of thing. They're the first level.
It's supposed to be a Streets of Rage type of thing, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
that or a Castlevania thing, whereas different colored enemy sprites are supposed to indicate that these guys have different stats.
It's like, first you fought the goons, then you fought the baboons, and then you fought the gorillas. All with increasing difficulty, health, and attack power.
Are there gorillas in Streets of Rage?
Kind of.
Because I remember there being gorillas in Ninja Warrior, so there.
I'd say the second boss in Streets of Rage is the closest thing to a gorilla. That's the one who had, like, the Wolverine claws. Bye, Shadow.
No, that is him crashing into a wall.
Better crashing into a wall than dead. I've died.
Slightly.
I have died lots of times when I could have just crashed into a wall. Holy Jesus Christ! What is happening?
Exploding boxes are happening because of Iblis and Mephiles monsters.
It's like those boxes.
Another interesting thing to note about the story here is that Iblis and Mephiles are still attempting to. Oh well, Mephiles is still trying to join up with Iblis at this point. But since the Iblis monsters are here at this time, shouldn't that mean that that Iblis and Mephiles are like literally right next to each other, throwing minions at you?
Basically, yeah.
So yeah, the story fucking blows.
I'd say Mephiles is to Sauron as Iblis is to... No, I'm sorry. No, Mephiles is to Saruman as Iblis is to Sauron.
Nah, Mephiles is much more related to Sauron than Saruman.
But Mephiles is an active agent in the story, is my point.
Well, that's the thing. Mephiles is far more active than Iblis is.
Yeah, which is why Iblis would be the Sauron counterpart.
I don't think that the Sauron-Saruman connection is really all that good of a connection. Specifically because although Saruman is more active, he's not more powerful.
No, he's not more powerful.
Even in Sauron's dormant state, he has significantly more power, both politically and potentially, than Saruman does.
Yeah.
Hence why Saruman serves him.
Okay, so maybe Saruman is not the best comparison, but then again, I suppose the next best comparison would be the Witch King of Agnor.
I suppose? But even then, the Witch King of Agnor is significantly more active an element than, well, Iblis is. Honestly, Iblis isn't really an active element in the story.
No, but then again, neither is Sauron. Sauron doesn't do jack shit. He just has all his minions do his work for him.
Yeah, but the Witch King of Angmar doesn't really have minions. I mean, the ring wraiths are technically his minions, but they actually follow Sauron more than the Witch King.
Well, because it's only incidental that the ring wraiths obey the Witch King because the Witch King obeys Sauron.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm having a little too much fun with this machine gun to be making progress towards the goal ring.
Where is the goal ring?
The goal ring is accessible. I need only find it.
Okay, but where?
In the corner, I think. To the right. Okay, there. There are some things I haven't seen yet. Let's go there. Poof.
Slow down. It gets worser as you go.
Slow down. Slowing the game down. Too many bullets for Shadow to move.
We need more Ruby Tuesday parodies, dude.
Though I'm firing 100 bullets, still I'm gonna miss you.
Down.
Where is my gold ring?
There it is.
So I can go home. It's been 13 minutes. I feel like a chode. Goodbye, wave ocean.
Seriously, we need to at some point orchestrate a fucking Ruby Tuesday parody.
Yeah.
See,
it means yes.
and in the next part, Omega finds Mephiles because we couldn't find him.
That's right. We're gonna find him, and we're gonna kill him.